And your name?
My name is Miss Hannah Diana Levy, third. I am the great-granddaughter of first Hannah Glaze and the second granddaughter of first Hannah Watson. My mother is Leonie Levy. She married the son of Uriah Augustus Levy, James Roy Levy, and my great-grandfather is John Watson, John Alberta Watson from Scotland, Dundee. They came to live in Jamaica. They were producers who produced crops and send it back to Scotland and Israel. I live in Mount Peace, Lucy, Hanover. And my brother is Joshua Michael Levy, Percival Levy. We are from the tribe of Levites, and we represent the Bible called the Bible. I would like to contact the Jewish people. I'm 43 years now and I've never met the Jewish nation as Moses met them when he was 40 years old. And if they can contact me, I have a phone number that I will give you when you are finished. I also live on the royal estate of John Watson and Hannah Watson, 51 acres of land. We are farmers. My ancestors, Edward Glaze, my great-grandfather, he was from Palestine, Israel, the Gaza Strip. But he came to live in Jamaica. At that time, a lot of people were living in Montego Bay, a lot of Jewish people. Today are few, they moved to Kingston. I live in Hanover, Lucy is my town.
Well, it would be great if the parish council took an active interest in it, directing people there, putting, possibly including it in any brochures, local or tourist brochures, about Lucy and the historical significance of the Jewish cemetery.
Well, I haven't really know when they stopped using this cemetery. All I know it was been here and it's been overgrown and it's been closed for a long time. And I've known maintenance I've done on it before, a couple of years ago. I can't recall the time, you know what I mean? But I know my friend here, Mr. Goldstein, he was a Jew, and I know he was here. And I pointed out to him and tell him my interest in it with the Providence Society that would like to restore it, and make it into an attraction that, the development of Lucy and the rich heritage of Lucy, and to know that people know where Lucy is coming from. That is not only a town, or it's not only a tree that hang over. It has a lot more to offer to the tourist industry now than ever before,
I think that the graves here, the most recent burial was still in around 1877. So the cemetery has been closed for a while. But Mr. Humphrey, was telling me before, the Jews played a very prominent role in the evolution of Lucy as a town, dating back to the 17th century, or 18th century, 19th century, when the English were ruling and the Jews were merchants, and they were played very significant roles in the development of Lucy.
All I know when I know it was always overgrown, like my friend here, Mr. Goldstein. He's been coming here since 25 years. And this is the first time last year that he knows that there was a Jewish cemetery there.
What I recorded of the Jews in Lucy is that Lucy was mainly Jews. So this cemetery was donated in 1833 to the Jewish community of Lucy. They stopped buried. It's to show you that the burial stopped in 1894. That they stopped burying people inside the cemetery, and that the church was there before the cemetery was donated. Because that church is dated back from 1725.
Let's go inside this old source. Okay? This old source was printed in 1902. It's called The History of the Jews, printed in 1902. It talks about, well, let me show you. Because I just showed you that in Lucille, Jamaica, a Sephardic black grave of Jews was unearthed. And to this day, they are taking care of this grave site. they're going to make it a tourist site. Okay, that's what they're going to do in Jamaica. Because when I go back to Jamaica, I'm going to visit that grave site. They're going to make it a tourist site, a black Jewish grave in Jamaica. And it's located in Lucille, Jamaica. Now watch this. Let's start right here. On page 43, one more time. This was printed in 1902. Watch this here. The pride of ancestry, which was characteristic of the Jews of this country, as of the other Spaniards, was not content with the fact that the Jewish colony in Spain had possessed the right of citizenship long before, blah, 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 whatever this word is, Visigoth, and other Germanic tribes, okay? Other Germanic tribes. It says, has set their tyrannous iron foot in the land, but desired to lay claim to even higher antiquity for it. The Jewish or the Spanish Jews maintain that they had been transported hither after the destruction of the temple by the Babylonian conquerors. So, what they're saying is that the Jews or the early Jews in Spain, early Spain, those black Jews, they said they was transported by the Babylonians, it says, to Spain. Watch this here. The Spanish Jews maintain that they had been transported hither after the destruction of the temple by the Babylonian conqueror Nebuchadnezzar. Certain Jewish families, it says the, whatever this word, Idobs, or Idobs, I think that means David, and the Abrahanos boasted, right, King David. In fact, it said descendants of King David and descendants of Abraham boasted descent from the royal house of David, and maintained that their ancestors have been settled since time, it says, partly in the district of Lucina. Let me read it one more time. They said they were settled in Spain in a district called Lucina. Lucena. What was the name of that grave in Jamaica? Let's go back. The name of that grave site in Lucille, Jamaica. Lucea. Why? Because these Sephardic Jews buried in Jamaica, these black Jews, they came from Spain.
I live in Hanover. Lucy is my town. I live in Hanover. Lucy is my town.
They came from Spain. They descended from these same Jews that was exiled by Nebuchadnezzar and took these people to Spain, these black Jews. And these black Jews said they descended from King David. And they said they were settled, when they got to Spain, they were settled in a district called Lucina. It's spelled just about the same. L-U-C, it's L-U-C, let me start over. I'm sorry, I'm going too fast. Lucena. In Spain, these black Jews were settled in Lucina, Spain. So when they migrated to Jamaica, they kept the same name. They called it Lucille, Jamaica. Let me repeat that one more time. I think that might have went over some people's heads. One more time, and I promise I'm going to slow down. I'm going to slow down. I might be getting a little too excited. I'm going to slow down. In Jamaica, folks, in a town in Jamaica called Lucille, Jamaica, it's a grave site that they unearthed of black Sephardic Jews. They came from Spain. They kept the same name, Lucia. The only thing they did not add the N at the end. They did not add the letter N. They came from Lucini, how you pronounce it, Spain. When they migrated to Jamaica, they kept the same name. Black Jews buried in Jamaica, in Lucille, Jamaica. If you ever go to Jamaica, ask the tourist people, where can you go visit Lucille, Jamaica, to visit the gravesite of the Sephardic black Jews buried in Jamaica? And these same black Jews buried in Jamaica, they descended from King David.
And your name?
My name is Miss Hannah Diana Levy, third. I am the great-granddaughter of first Hannah Glaze and the second granddaughter of first Hannah Watson. My mother is Leonie Levy. She married the son of Uriah Augustus Levy, James Roy Levy, and my great-grandfather is John Watson, John Alberta Watson from Scotland, Dundee. They came to live in Jamaica. They were producers who produced crops and send it back to Scotland and Israel. I live in Mount Peace, Lucy, Hanover. And my brother is Joshua Michael Levy, Percival Levy. We are from the tribe of Levites. We are from the tribe of Levites. I also live on the royal estate of John Watson and Hannah Watson, 51 acres of land. We are farmers. My ancestors, Edward Glaze, my great-grandfather, he was from Palestine, Israel, the Gaza Strip, but he came to live in Jamaica. My ancestors, Edward Glaze, my great-grandfather, he was from Palestine, Israel, the Gaza Strip, but he came to live in Jamaica.